speaking of wine,
Yes.
What's in this cup right here?
Wine. Listen, this was a really, really hard day.
That is some
I needed
strong
to
stuff.
I literally walked next door to the gas station and got a bottle
She
just
did.
to get through the rest
Middle
of the
day.
It was towards the end of the day.
Yeah, but
no, I think it was towards the middle of the day. But I will say this: I can't. Lori likes to drink some wine at night, but she's not. You're not
Not every
alcoholic or
night.
anything
No.
like that. But I've never seen you
Occasionally.
drink wine in the middle of the day.
Me neither.
At work.
It was a
Must have been a
really,
rough day.
really hard day.
It was. She brought out the medicine ball. Never seen that before.
What was up with
She
that?
was just sitting on it.
She was sitting on a medicine ball today.
Yeah.
I've been doing all the bookkeeping and hours of sitting there. Like I've had
You
this
wanted to sit on
thing
a
for
ball?
yeah. It's something that a lot of people do in offices when that's what they do is because
What do you mean?
it,
Like less
it changes
stress,
it
or-
up. Well, it changes
don't
it
know.
up because it helps your back not hurt and
Really?
you know, and you're also like engaging your core.
Interestingly
Maybe we
enough,
should sit on medicine balls.
Interestingly enough, when I was down at Universal Rocks, he was working on something where with schools, instead of sitting at the desk, you would actually be standing on this almost like a ball type of thing that you have to balance.
Oh, like a booster ball?
It sounds
at the gym or
like the
something?
worst
Yeah, no,
experience
supposedly-
ever.
Supposedly just with,
As if schoolwork's not hard enough.
Then you
Now
gotta
you have to balance.
yeah.
and get the math right.
Never happening.
Well, apparently it helped the kids focus.
Yeah, because they have to stand. They can't relax.
I like to see these studies.
Attention.
Who made that up?
Do
I
they
don't
whip
know.
them too to keep them on the balls?
Hey, listen,
Oh.
depends what school you're in, I guess, you know. But, so wine is
It's
what
being
you're-
consumed.
is being consumed, and so you guys are going to
Well,
see
I'm not
Lori.
gonna lie. I was trying to think if I did a podcast, how I would do it.
Drunk
And-
every time?
Drunk.
Well, actually, what came to mind was that show Drunk History.
Ah.
And I thought that was a really good
So, like,
kind of idea for a podcast.
by the end of the podcast, you're just hammered.
Yeah. I mean, think about the conversations you'd have. Like, it'd probably get pretty fun and crazy. I don't know. It's just
I
a
mean,
thought.
like,
It's just a thought.
you're not wrong, but like, yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. I'll just go with it.
I mean, I'm not saying that is, but I don't know. Like, let me know if you think it's a good idea.
It's just
It's
Well,
an
Lori's
called the
idea.
always-
wine cast.
Yeah, Lori's
I
always
like
there.
it.
And by the way,
not bad.
I still like Locked and Loried. I think should be the name of your podcast.
I'll give that on a scale from 1 to 10. It's like a 6.3.
6.3? I think it's like an 8.5.
8.5.
I don't have
let us
any-
know in the
I don't
chat.
have any
Locked and
ideas,
Lori.
Let us
so-
know in the chat. what
Yeah,
you
drop
guys
some
think.
comments right now. Let
Yeah.
us know, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you guys think Locked and Loried? Like,
or
how
if
good of a
it's
name
even
is
worth
that?
doing. Maybe I shouldn't even do one on my own. I don't know.
Who will, you know, the real test is like, what if we don't even have to make separate ones, right?
Yeah.
What if we just combine on this channel, checking in, and we
Whoever
just
does it, whatever.
and we
Doesn't
just
even have to be
have,
separate.
yeah, exactly.
But I'm not allowed on most of them because you guys won't let me on your podcast.
Yeah, but you're going to
I'll-
do a
I
lot
can
on
let
your
you
own
on mine.
anyways with your friends.
I don't
and
know. Let us
people,
know what you
so-
guys think about that.
know.
That's an
That's
option.
true.
But
That is a good
But you know,
idea.
obviously, I think the true story is number one. I think that we all have a lot of interests that are probably even more than reptiles and animals. I mean,
Yeah.
I know I'm interested in almost everything. I'm curious
Me
about.
too.
But
Me too.
But at the same time, we're a family that runs reptile businesses. You know, I mean, obviously.
We have a
BHB
lot of
and
stories.
Reptarium, and yeah, it's been a wild life. I mean, you figure,
Very.
you know, I can't imagine many people lived a weirder life than we've lived in the last 30-something years, and obviously since Snowy's been around 20 years, and I think those
Since
stories.
this guy's been around.
Yeah.
Yeah, things
Well,
got
at least, you know,
interesting.
I will say this, you know, our daughter, Jade, which a lot of people don't even know we have a daughter. I love you, Jade, by the way. She actually grew up in the back of like driving in a van to reptile shows
Yeah.
our whole life. Because, you know, back in the day, we used to do, I think, what was it? The most
Goodness.
shows we did in a year, I think, was 42
It was crazy.
shows.
Literally every single weekend.
42.
And there
we
were
were
some-
on the
a
road
lot.
going somewhere to do a reptile show.
Yeah, and there was, you know, obviously remember the Columbus, Ohio / Chicago weekends.
Yep.
those are
Back
two.
to
So
back,
we
yep.
would literally pack animals because we'd work all day. Then we'd pack animals at like 9 o'clock at night until like 2 in the morning. And then we'd leave at like 2:30 in the morning, drive all the way to Columbus, Ohio, get there at like 6:30, do the show.
up, do the
Yeah, do
show.
the show until 4 or 5, then break down and drive 7 hours to Chicago just to get a few hours of sleep, do the show in Streamwood, which of course now my buddy Scott does it, but it used to be in, Lee Watson's barn. And then we drive home after that. And,
but they were a lot, you know what, it's funny. It's crazy to think what we did, but on the other hand, there's a lot of really good memories, because there was a group of us all from Michigan that would all do that. So we would all kind of caravan together, and we would hang out at the shows, and then we would share stories.
Bionic Burgers.
Yes,
remember
we
Bionic
always
Burgers?
went to get Bionic Burgers when we went to Streamwood.
I mean,
so
yeah, it was called the Assembly Lounge. It was in the parking lot.
Oh wait, the mozzarella cheese
Oh
sticks.
yeah, that was.
He had to
I
have
literally
those.
go to Chicago just for those mozzarella cheese sticks. To be honest with you,
But I
We're a
mean,
wedge.
like, if you think about it, though, that's that's a lot of hard work. But like, that's what it takes to become what you guys are today.